Once upon a time, a beautiful land named Punigharan that was run by a great king named Kiai Sang Ratu Jambi, who had a dauntless and a strong son named Radin Jambat. One day, the king had a celebration for his one and only son who had grown up. At that time, a boy who became a man will sail along the ocean to look for a woman that will be his wife. One day, when the king and his wife, Pelita Raja Nyawa, were relaxing, Mangkubumi came and talked about his plan.
Hey, Mangkubumi,
Yes, Your Highness.
you know that my son Radin Jambat has grown up and he has to look for a wife, don't you?
Yes, Your Highness. Me and my troop are ready to accompany him.
It's not necessary. I don't want the other kingdom to think that my son is spoiled.
But dear, I won't allow him to go by himself without any company.
Pardon me, Your Highness. Then would you allow me to accompany him by myself?
Well thought, Mangkubumi. Guard him.
Yes, Your Highness.
Mangkubumi immediately left and he gathered all the people from Punigharan land to celebrate Radin Jambat's party. After the celebration party was over, Radin Jambat asked his parents' permission.
Father, mother, I'll go to look for a wife. Hopefully, I will find my ideal wife.
Yes, my son. Go wander and explore the world. Find a good woman and take her to the Punigharan.
Go, my son, I will always bear for you.
After getting blessing from his parents, Radin Jambat went with Mangkubumi to sail out. Day by day passed until they arrived at the edge of a limitless ocean. It didn't take any longer when they arrived in a place named Beringin Tanah Mayat, a place that was used to test the divine power. In this place, they were stopping and resting. The next morning, Radin Jambat meditated under a banyan tree to ask his will to Dewa. He burned incense. Suddenly, there was a Dewa who was coming to see him.
Hey, Agang Api Niku Dija. Pardon me, Dewa. I Radin Jambat would like to look for a wife. Would you kindly help me, Dewa? Okay, there is a woman. She is a gentle and sweet heart that is perfect for you. Oh, how about it? If I marry her, she only paints her hands every day. If I marry her, she will only paint herself every day, and it will last time. Alright, I still have one more. She is the Northwest, she is with you, and you happy with her? If I marry her, her world will consider mine. Fine. What kind of woman are you looking for? I only want Putri Betik Hati, the daughter of Radin Jambat. What did you say, Putri Betik Hati? You know that she has 14 princes. You cannot have her. I don't care about her. I still want her for sure. Alright. If you still insist, I understand. I will give you many things of divine power. Thanks, Dewa. Now, follow.
After that, Dewa Subiji transferred his divine power to Radin Jambat with all his strength and left him. Then Radin Jambat and Mangkubumi continued their journey. The next day, Radin Jambat and Mangkubumi arrived in Simpang Laut Tiga. They wandering around and boating without any clear destination and indefinite direction. But Radin Jambat can find a way by himself. Finally, they arrived at a river where Putri Betik Hati usually took a bath. When arriving at the river, they left the boat. They are resting for 2 nights there. The condition remained silent and there was nothing happened. But on the 3rd night, in the middle of the day, Radin Setakai Ali, one of Putri's fiancés, was taking a bath in the river and saw Radin Jambat's boat.
Hey, who are you? Staying here without my permission.
Hey you! How dare you breaking our boat rope? I'll smash you down.
Come here and fight with me.
What an insolent person.
Stop it, Mangkubumi. What are you doing? Don't be so hard. We're just guests here. Just bend our bed with now.
But Radin, he is really annoying. He is breaking our boat. Should I fight him?
Fine. You can fight him.
Okay, Radin.
The battle was so fierce. Unfortunately, Radin Setakai Ali was defeated and he went home. And the next day, Radin Jambat and Mangkubumi headed to Kampung to look around. And Radin Jambat continued his trip to investigate 40 fiancés of Putri Betik Hati. Then he arrived at a booth.
Excuse me. What can I do for you? Do you know Putri Betik Hati's house?
Yes, please. Come into the hospital.
My name is Radin Jambat. Do you know where Putri Betik's house is?
Putri Betik Hati is a child patient. No one can get to her heart.
That's right. It was hard to get to. I'm more curious. Can you show me where Putri Betik's house is?
Well,
Come on. Okay.
Radin Jambat invited Mangkubumi to get around. Suddenly, he saw a woman who was sitting at Papadun.
Excuse me. Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Radin Jambat, the handsome prince from Pangandaran.
Why do you come here?
I want to meet Putri Betik Hati.
Well, there is a time you can come here.
Well, there. Excuse me, ma'am. We will go.
Emak went into the house and met her husband.
I meet Radin Jambat, my darling.
Well, then what is this purpose?
He said he wants to marry our daughter.
I shall see him first.
The next day, Radin Jambat went to meet Putri Betik Hati's mother again and asked for permission to see Putri Betik Hati. Radin Jambat and Emak walked towards the residence of Putri Betik Hati. When he got there, he found her was sitting in a chair with a look full of tenderness and bright. Her smile would make every man enchanted.
Hi, I am Radin Jambat. Are you Putri Betik Hati?
Yes, I am Putri Betik Hati.
You are so beautiful.
Ouch, you hurt my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Because they still shy, they decided to communicate by letter. But Radin Setakai Ali realized that Putri Betik Hati fell in love with Radin Jambat, and he was very angry. So he planned to persuade other fiancés to attack Radin Jambat.
Let's go, Putri. Your friends will come here to attack Radin Jambat.
What happened? What do you want to go?
Look, they are my fiancés. They look angry. I'm afraid if something happened to you, Radin.
But I'm the most handsome and stronger man in my kingdom. Your Highness and Putri, please go from here.
Hey Jambat, if you still want to leave this kingdom and Putri Betik Hati.
If you are brave enough, let's fight.
Okay.
Radin Jambat and Radin Setakai Ali fought each other. But then, Radin Jambat defeated Radin Setakai Ali. Radin Jambat didn't go back to his biduk, but he went to meet Putri Betik Hati and Emak to ask a permission.
Putri, there is someone who looks for you.
Radin Jambat, what are you doing here? It's still early in the morning.
I have something to tell you.
What is it? Tell me now.
I will go back to Pangandaran. But before that, I will tell you that I want to marry you. Would you marry me?
Eat Putri, he's a good man.
Come on, mother.
I hope you could be mine.
But I have 40 fiancés.
I don't care. I want you to be my wife. If there is someone who tries to bother us, I'll kill him.
But you need my parents' permission to marry me.
It's so easy.
Wait, it should be one night.
Okay, I'll do it tonight.
Night came gradually. Radin Jambat started his magical words and burned incense. Then he went to Putri Betik Hati's house.
Excuse me. Good night.
Who is there?
My name is Radin Jambat.
Oh, Radin Jambat, come in. Which you are so handsome. Putri, Jambat is here.
Jambat, what are you doing here at night?
I love your daughter and I want to marry her.
How dare you to say that? Who the hell are you? If you really love her, you must pass my challenge first. You must defeat all her 14 friends.
Pardon me, Your Highness. Not to be impolite, I just want to ask your permission to marry her. With the honor, I, Radin Jambat, would like to accept your challenge.
How am I there? Isn't that too much? Please think about it before you give him that challenge.
Please, don't worry, my dear. I only want to measure his power. I have to measure how far he can protect. It is his responsibility to protect our daughter.
Okay, but I want to make sure again. I want to ask our doctor Putri, will you marry him?
My pleasure, Your Highness. Now I will bring Putri to Panigara.
Okay, be careful.
We should go now.
Radin Jambat went to negeri Tanah Mayat. In that place, Mangkubumi was waiting for him. They were ready to beat 40 fiancés of Putri Betik Hati. First rival is Raden Setakai Ali.
Hey Jambat, who do you think you are? What do you mean by taking my Putri Betik Hati from me? I don't let you go easy this time. I'll kill you.
I love Putri Betik Hati and she agreed to marry.
Started fighting and Radin Jambat succeeded to kill Raden Setakai Ali. Seeing his friend die, other fiancés started showing their strength to beat Radin Jambat. Didn't take any longer, the fiancés were killed by Radin Jambat too. Then he met Mangkubumi. They walked to Biduk. They ate and changed their clothes. After taking a rest for 3 days, they once again made sure that there was no one of Putri Betik Hati's fiancés alive. Radin Jambat, Putri Betik Hati went to Peninggalan. After several days, they arrived. All the people greet them happily.
Father, mother.
Jambat, is she the one who you need and you want?
Yes, it's true, Bunda. She's Putri Betik Hati.
Yes, Your Highness.